Hey guys, this is my video for killing Shrowd with the axe. I'm going to show you guys my loadout. I'm running Shrowd helmet, Shrowd top, Rage Tail gloves, and Rezakiri boots or legs, whatever you want to call them. You'll see me running the setup quite often just because it gives me a bunch of offensive cells to put in and that mobility cell that's so valuable nowadays. For my weapon, I'm running Shockjaw. If you want to go for extra DPS, you can run a Rezakiri axe, which is probably the best axe right now. Or you can run Shrowd axe, but you're going against Shrowd. So Shockjaw is just good for its versatility. It's good for its heal if you need it. For my cells in Shockjaw, I'm running Knockout King and Etheric Frenzy. My hood, I'm running Rage Hunter. My top, Knockout King. My gloves, Overpower, and my boots, Conditioning. I'm also running +2 energized. That's just to fill up my meter a little bit quicker. It's not too necessary, but that extra damage does come in handy. I'm also running Strike Seal. Another substitute I would recommend is Drax's Fury. Emberbane isn't really too useful on this fight, with the axe at least, but Drax's Fury is really good, especially paired up with Etheric Attunement. I'm going to show you guys a total of my infused effects. So I have +2 Rage, +2 Medic, +5 Rage Hunter, +2 9 Lives, +5 Knockout King, +2 Agility, +5 Energized, +1 Conditioning, +1 Tough, +2 Overpower, Unique Effect, and then +2 Etheric Frenzy. So as you may have noticed, we're going to be utilizing Knockout King for the axe, which is very common. I'm pretty sure it's going to get a nerf soon in terms of how much damage it does, stagger damage for the axe, but we'll see. Before we go into Shrowd, I'm going to show you guys a brief clip on the combos that you do with the axe, just so you guys get a baseline of what you should be doing. I'll see you guys in just a couple seconds. Alright, and we're back. So I'm going to briefly go over the combos for the axe. Of course, you're going to have some bread and butter type of combo, and that's going to be shown here. It's going to be left click, right click, or left click, right click. I'm going to show you guys the differences. This is left click. So I'm just going to actually, instead of saying click, I'm going to say LLRR or LRRR. Okay, so this is LRR, and this is LRRR. So you see the second combo takes a little bit more time, however it's negligible, but what it does is it gives you a little bit more ability. So that second right click actually pushes you a little bit further, and that allows you to reach the behemoth if you're a little bit further away. The reason why we end with 2 right clicks instead of doing like something like this is because it's just better DPS overall, and that third left click is just super bad. Like, it's ridiculous how bad it is. I also would not recommend doing this. Actually, sorry, doing this, charging up your right click like that. There really is no reason to charge it up like that, just because odds are you're not gonna have that big of a frame to actually charge it up and do damage at the same time. So you see me in the video, you're gonna see me doing a lot of 2 charges instead of 3 charges. Reason being is because there's been a Reddit user who did some calculations and they found that 2 charges is the most DPS efficient. However, it's not really too big of a deal. If you want to do 3 charges, feel free to. The Shockjaw has a special effect on the 3 charges, and if you need to get healed, you can use that to get healed. Also, 3 charge has the ability to fill up your lantern a little bit more, and it provides you supercharged armor or super armor. That's what I like to call it, in case you need it. So what super armor is when you do a perfect charge, or like you time your 3rd charge perfectly, just like this. You'll see my armor turns a little orange, and you'll see that the length of that armor depends on what you do afterwards. So if I left click immediately after, it goes away pretty quickly. However, if I want to continue my combo but I want to use that super armor to pretty much tank an attack. So before I go into that, super armor allows you to not get knocked down or stagger yourself when you get hit by the behemoth. So it's very useful in terms of continuing your combo. So I can extend my super armor just a little bit, wait a little bit, then continue my combo just like that. A lot of people don't know this, but it's very useful if, especially with Shroud and every other behemoth, if you need to extend your combos. You do have dodge attacks, left click, dodge, right click. You can finish these combos off again with 2 right clicks at the end. Two right clicks at the end again. Your right click is very useful for you to boop things, and you'll see me use it in the video. In terms of killing Shroud, you're going to see me using 2 charges more often than not, and that's because Shroud doesn't give you really much of a window to actually utilize 3 charges. You're also going to see me aim for his head more often because we're utilizing Stagger King and we want to make the most use out of it. Stagger King, not Stagger King, Knockout King. Knockout King is just really great right now, and on the axe at least. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the video. It's going to be a voiceover again, and I'm going to be explaining my actions and why I do things the way I do things. Alright, so here we are walking into Shrowd. So again, like I said earlier, you're going to see me aiming for his head. You're also going to see me using 2 charges more often than not, and you're also going to see me dodge in a way where I allow myself to always hit his head, or at least try to hit his head at all times. For this fly attack, you see me dodge backwards, and then I take the time to face forward and charge twice so I can hit his head instantly. And you'll see me doing that very often. You can already see it's already like 30 seconds into the fight. He's already close to being staggered. So don't be afraid to get up close to him. It's very important that you know how to dodge or time your dodges against these slams, because if you can't, then it's going to be very hard to utilize the axe. You do not want to utilize the axe on his legs due to the fact that he can swipe and they'll interrupt your charges. Here you see me doing a full combo, super easy. You see me dodging his fly again. I use my Q so I can do more damage, dodge his slam, and again, just like always, aim for his head. Two charges to aim for his head. I get hit by his little clone, not too big of a deal. I use Strike Seal so I can get some mobility and catch up. So with Shroud, you're going to notice that a lot of his attacks bring his head down or bring his body forward, and you're going to see me premeditating his position depending on what attack he used. So his slams always bring him backwards, so that's why I dodge into him. And then I'm not too worried about Tar because you're going to get a free hit on him anyways, so it's just going to take down a little bit of damage, not too big of a deal. Dodge that big swipe. He's like dancing around over here for whatever reason, so I get a free stagger on him. And I believe my shock effect hasn't gone off yet, but like 2 minutes in, I've already broken his beak, and there's a shock. And then I use my Q. You already can see how easy it is with the axe if you know what you're doing. It just takes a lot of practice to know the timings of when to dodge things and how to dodge them. So in Aether, when he goes into Aether, he's going to lower his head. That's why you see me pre-charging for that time when he lowers his head. Here he goes into Enrage. I pop my Zeal to try to find him a little bit quicker. You can use sound to find him, however I wasn't playing with my headphones, so I was going into pretty blind. During this time I found out he summoned a clone, and then I see him rushing, so I charge up my right click to get a boop off, and I land it successfully. You don't need to hit his head or anything, you just need to hit any body part coming at you. So this is free DPS right here. Again, he's already almost staggered. I fuck up my combo there. Hit my Q. She gets staggered. Notice how I'm not paying too much attention to the clone. That's how it is usually with the axe. However, I do end up killing the clone, and I do pay attention to whether or not the clone is threatening my safety or however much damage I'm going to take. So it's very important that you always keep your eyes on the clone. He's going to slam here, so I dodge in, get those 2 charges off, hit his head again, like usual. It's very clockwork. I already break his wing. Free DPS. Again, I really recommend 2 charges unless you really need that healing. He goes to Enrage again, so this is where I find him. I found him instantly. Pop my Q. That super armor saves me from getting staggered. He's flying again, the usual dodge out and then hit his head with 2 charges. Again, he's already almost staggered. He's slamming, dodge in. He should be getting staggered soon, right there. Staggered and shock at the same time, which is unfortunate, but it happens and you just deal with it. You notice that I'm doing a lot of damage. I'm doing over 2,000 stagger damage per hit. And that's because of Aether Hunter and the Overpower cell. Not Aether Hunter, sorry, Rage Hunter Overpower. Pop my Q again. Here you can already see he's almost dead. I just wail on him, do the most DPS as I can. He's running to do Aether, so I'd get free DPS again. And he's dead. This was a 5.5 minute kill. Shot super easy with the axe. A lot of times axe actually negates a lot of the mechanics in fight. So yeah, what I really recommend is you should learn how to dodge his moves and where he ends up after you dodge the moves, so that you can premeditate your charges on your axe efficiently. You don't want to be sitting there waiting for your axe to charge and then you get hit by it.